Dump and go casseroles are perfect for this time of year, so today I'll be sharing 5 new dump and go casseroles with you. We're literally throwing the ingredients into the casserole dish. Dinner can't get any easier than this today. Let's get to my kitchen and let's get started. To kick us off today, we are making this lazy enchilada casserole. So to a 9x13 baking dish, spray it with a nonstick spray. Now add in a 16-ounce can of refried beans. You could use any type of refried beans that you like. I'm just using the fat-free refried beans today. Spread the refried beans out to the bottom of the baking dish. Now add in about 20 taquitos. You could use any type of taquitos. I'm using the chicken and cheese taquitos, but seriously, you could use like vegetarian taquitos, beef taquitos, just lay them right next to each other. Now pour on 20 ounces of red enchilada sauce over the top. Bake this in a preheated oven to 400 degrees for about 25 minutes. Once out of the oven, sprinkle 2 cups of Mexican style cheese over the top. Bake it for 10 more minutes, and this enchilada casserole is so delicious. It is like so easy to make, and we topped ours with a little bit of tomatoes, cilantro, guacamole, green onions, and lime, but go ahead and top yours with anything that you like. This is so phenomenal. If you've never tried a casserole like this before, you need to try it right now. Now we are getting started on the sausage hash brown casserole. So I have about a 13-ounce package of turkey kielbasa right here. I just sliced it into half moons. Into this big bowl, I'm adding a 30-ounce bag of frozen shredded hash browns. Next, add in 1 diced yellow onion, followed by 10 ounces of cream of chicken soup. Next, add in 1 cup of shredded cheddar cheese. Then add in the sausage that we just cut up, followed by 8 ounces of sour cream. And then for the seasoning, add in a teaspoon of salt, a teaspoon of pepper, 2 teaspoons of paprika, and last, a tablespoon of minced garlic. Give this a really good stir. Now that it's well combined, add it into a greased 9x13 baking dish and spread it out. I do want to let you know, for all of these recipes today, you can easily half them for less people, or you could double them if you'd like for more people, but bake this in a preheated oven to 350 degrees for about 30 minutes. Now sprinkle 1 cup of shredded cheddar cheese over the top. Bake it for about 15 more minutes, and you could serve this delicious dinner up. This dinner is so good. It's like comfort food to the max for us. You could actually make this as like a breakfast if you'd like, just because it has like the sausage and the hash browns. It would be a delicious breakfast, but we had it for dinner and it was so yummy. Now we are making this garlic Parmesan casserole, and this one is so easy. You don't need to cook up your pasta beforehand. Right into your 9x13 baking dish, you're going to add in 1 pound of uncooked penne pasta. It's going to cook up so nicely in the oven. Then add in 14 ounces of Alfredo sauce. Add a cup of milk into that jar just to shake it and help get out any remaining Alfredo sauce in the jar. Then add in 2 cups of chicken broth, followed by 2 cups of cooked chopped chicken. Give this a good stir and bake this in a preheated oven covered tightly with foil for 400 degrees for about 45 minutes. Remove the foil. Now stir in 6 ounces of softened cream cheese. Make sure your cream cheese is softened just so it's easier to stir in. Next, add in 12 ounces of frozen broccoli. Give it a stir. Now over the top, sprinkle a cup of mozzarella cheese and a cup of Parmesan cheese. Bake this for about 15 more minutes, and then you can enjoy it. This casserole is so flavorful. It does not lack in flavor in any way. Also, I love how you could cook different vegetables in with it, like broccoli, or you could cook peas in with it, or frozen asparagus, and then you don't have to prepare any side dishes on the side. Also, this makes for a great freezer meal. Now we're making this chicken noodle casserole. So into this large pot of boiling water on my stove, I'm adding in 12 ounces of egg noodles. Just cook them according to the package instructions, and once the egg noodles are cooked, just strain them and set them to the side. Over to this large bowl, I'm adding in my chicken. I'm adding in about 1.5 cups of cooked shredded chicken. You could use any type of cooked shredded chicken that you like. Next, add in 1/2 cup of sour cream, then 10 ounces of cream of mushroom soup. I'm using the cream of mushroom soup with roasted garlic. It is oh so flavorful. Then add in a 10-ounce can of cream of chicken soup. Next, add in 1 diced yellow onion. Then go ahead and add in 1 cup of shredded Colby Jack cheese, followed by 3/4 cup of milk. Then add in 1 cup of frozen mixed vegetables. Then for the seasonings, I'm adding in a teaspoon of salt, a half a teaspoon of pepper, onion powder, garlic powder, and dried thyme. Give this a good stir until everything is well combined. Now stir in the cooked egg noodles that we just made up. Give it a really super duper good stir, and then you are going to add this into a 9x13 baking dish. Spread it out to the best of your ability, and then you're going to sprinkle a half cup more cheese over the top. If you're not a cheese fan, you don't have to add the cheese. Bake this in a preheated oven to 350 degrees for about 28 minutes. You will find this recipe on page 67 in my cookbook. It's in the casserole section, and I have 8 sections in this cookbook, ranging from like breakfast, I have sheet pan meals, casseroles, slow cooker recipes, desserts, and so much more. I have it all in this cookbook, but once this is out of the oven, you can serve it up. If you are a chicken pot pie fan, you will absolutely love this. I gotta tell you, this is almost better than chicken pot pie in my opinion. It has like the noodles instead of like the traditional pie crust. It really is so good. It's so rich and so simple to make. Now we are making this vegetarian Mexican casserole, and this one is for all of my meatless meal friends. To my greased 9x13 baking dish, I added in 1 cup of uncooked white rice. Next, add in 2 cups of vegetable broth. Then add in 1.5 cups of salsa. You could use any type of salsa that you like. Then add in a tablespoon of taco seasoning, a 15-ounce can of drained corn, or you could use frozen corn. Then a 15-ounce can of drained and rinsed black beans. Then add in 1/2 cup of shredded cheddar cheese. If you're not a cheese fan, you could of course always skip the cheese. Give this a really good stir, and you will find this recipe on page 79 in my cookbook. It's in the casserole section, and it is one of our all-time favorite meatless meals. It's so simple to throw together. I do have some cookbooks available right now if you don't have one yet, but just cover the top of this casserole tightly with foil and bake it in a preheated oven to 375 degrees for about 50 minutes. Remove the foil once it's out of the oven and give this a good stir to fluff the rice. Sprinkle a cup more cheese over the top and bake it for an additional 12 minutes to finish cooking the rice and melt the cheese. Then you could serve it up. We topped ours with a little bit of tomatoes, cilantro, and sour cream. This is so delicious and so easy to throw together on any weeknight. This also makes for a great freezer meal, or you could easily meal prep this for the week if you'd like to meal prep it for like lunches or dinners. Also today I am sharing 2 dump desserts that we absolutely love. The first is this mixed berry cobbler. Into my 9x13 baking dish, I'm adding in a 40-ounce bag of frozen mixed berries, then sprinkle about 1/4 cup of oats over the top. Next, I'm sprinkling on a tablespoon of brown sugar, and then I'm going to sprinkle 1 box of French vanilla cake mix all over the top of that. And then you're going to kind of want to spread the cake mix out with your hand. Make sure you don't stir it. You don't want to stir this, otherwise it just won't set up properly. Now I'm sprinkling 1/4 cup more oats over the top along with a tablespoon of brown sugar. The very last thing you're going to do is place 1 cup of thin sliced butter all over the top, and make sure your butter is super thin. That way this will just set up the best in the oven and it will cook just so wonderfully. Bake this in a preheated oven to 350 degrees for about 45 to 50 minutes. We love topping ours with vanilla ice cream, but top yours with anything that you enjoy, like Cool Whip. This berry cobbler is like perfectly crispy on the top, but the berries are like soft and delicious. This tastes like you spent all day trying to make it, but you just dump the ingredients into the baking dish. So easy. Now we're making this s'mores cake, and this one will really surprise you. You're going to love it. Into my greased 9x13 baking dish, I'm adding 1 packet of chocolate fudge pudding mix. Then I'm going to add 1 packet of just regular hot cocoa mix, just right in there. Now add in 1 box of chocolate cake mix. You could use any brand or any type of chocolate cake mix that you like. Now add in 1 3/4 cup of milk, and you're going to whisk this together really well and just watch it transform. Now sprinkle a 1/2 cup of chocolate chips over the top and bake this in a preheated oven to 350 degrees for about 35 minutes. Also, I know everybody's going through different things, but from the bottom of my heart, I wish I could tell you this every day, but thank you for being here. I really am so grateful for you guys. I wish I could just give you a hug and really tell you that, but I did create this downloadable little ebook for you all to have. It has 20 of some of our all-time favorite dump and go recipes in it. I've made it completely free for you, and you could get it below this video today. Once it's out of the oven, just put some marshmallows all over the top. You could use the mini marshmallows or the regular ones, or cut the regular ones in half. That's what I did. And then put this under the broiler in your oven for 1 to 2 minutes, or until the marshmallows are like golden brown. Then drizzle chocolate all over the top, and this is seriously so good. The chocolate cake is absolutely delicious, and then the top really does taste like a marshmallow. It's just so much fun to make, and it really is easy to throw together. It is super duper good. I have so many more videos like this on my channel, so make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss the next one. I'll see you there. Bye for now.